Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to do Aviansies at God Wars. This is a full guide that should cover everything from armor setups to gorak loring. First off, the quest and skill requirements and recommendations. It is a must that you have completed the Troll Stronghold quest. If you have not, it takes about a half an hour, so don't worry. You need at least 60 strength or agility, and it is also recommended that the completion of Edgar's Ruse quest. It allows for a troll team teleport that gives a very fast way of getting to God Wars Dungeon. It is also recommended that you have at least 70 range, but feel free to go with less. 40 defense is a recommendation I give, but I have seen peers go there and do fine. So if you are up here, you'll just need to pray ranged. That's a tactic that this guide will not cover. I'm sorry. I do recommend 43 prayer though, so that you can pray against the wolves that you'll see later on in the video, and against Bando's followers as you are walking into the Aviansies spot. Okay, gear. The first setup I'm going to show you is what I like to call the poor man's suit. This is made up of a rune or sacred clay helmet. The rune and steel and creation armor have the same stats, so since the steel and creation armor is free, I recommend you use that. Okay, next, an Ava's device. I cannot stress the importance of this enough. It saves quite literally thousands of bolts. So make sure you use it if you have one. An Amulet of Glory. It's a really good cheap amulet for attack and defense that allows for a teleport out as well. And then Broad and Mithril bolts. I like to use Broad because they have the exact same range strength as Adamantite bolts, and they are a bunch cheaper. I recommend using them over Mithril bolts, if you can. You do need 55 Slayer, but that's okay. Most people have that. If you don't, go ahead and use Mithril bolts. I promise you, you'll be fine. Okay. A rune crossbow, of course, is going to be needed, because, you know, it's just, that's just kind of commonly known. A black d'hide body. An unholy book. The unholy book is for Zamorak protection. And if you haven't completed Horror from the Deep, don't worry, you can always use a Zamorak kite shield or some other Zamorak item. You can even replace any piece of armor for a Zamorak item and then give yourself like a granite shield or something. Okay, next is sacred clay or rune legs. You can also use black d'hide vambraces, and I use Barrow's gloves, or rune gloves are possible too. I mean, it's really good, all of them, but the cheapest one is the black d'hide vambraces. Okay, and then snakeskin boots are very good. They're very cheap, and they give a decent range bonus and some defense bonus. I suggest a Ring of Wealth if you cannot afford an Archer's Ring. The Ring of Wealth does increase the chances that you get a rune drop, so that's always good. Extra money. And while that's all good and well, there is another alternative that may be more appealing to others. It's what I like to call the Step into the Void gear. This setup probably allows you to hit the hardest out of the three, and I'm going to show you. However, you will get hit the most in this gear. Okay, the Step into the Void gear is made up of full Void gear, including gloves top and bottom, and a ranged helmet. You can get full Void for 900 points at the Pest Control minigame. It takes about 2 days for those who want to know. You will want to have an Ava's device, because as I said before, it is an epic bolt conserver. A ranged amulet is also nice, seeing as you pretty much did your defense bonus with Void anyways. It's best to give yourself as high of a ranged attack bonus as possible. Okay, broad bolts. You know, as always, they're a good, cheap bolt. A rune crossbow, or a chaotic crossbow if you have one, though the chaotic crossbow is kind of a waste of money at Aviansies. Okay, an illuminated holy book, which you can use, as well as a normal unholy book. They really have the same bonuses with the exception of prayer. It's plus 3 more on the illuminated unholy book. Okay, and snakeskin boots, or ranger boots, or Glavian boots, but if you have enough for ranger or Glavian boots, you don't really need to be making money at Aviansies. I'm sorry. Okay, an archer's ring, of course. The archer's ring is it's a much more productive ring, really, in my opinion, because the Ring of Wealth, to me, does not actually give enough extra drops for it to be worthwhile, so I'd rather have the extra hitting with the archer's ring than the extra drops with the Ring of Wealth. Okay, this next gear is what I like to call the purple dino setup. It's not expensive, though it is significantly more than the previous two setups. It is the best gear to use for long-term trips, in my opinion. It has the second best defense bonus and the best ranged attack bonus. This setup includes a Ceratoman coif. It makes you look kinda like a cartoon dinosaur, but it does protect you against Ceratoman's followers, as you'll be in a different area than if you only had a Zamorak item. An Ava's device. Once again, the bolt saving. An amulet ranging for obvious reasons, because I am ranging, and that is a great alternative for a Amulet of Glory at Aviansies. A rune crossbow or a chaotic crossbow, though as I said before, the chaotic crossbow would be kind of a waste. And whorl top and bottom. I use these because even though they just came out, they are very good. They're better than frills and almost as good as our model. And also, they look cool, assuming you think that looking like a purple dinosaur is cool. An illuminated holy book. And that's simply for Zamorakian protection. I like the +8 range bonus, but I don't really care enough. It's just for the Zamorak protection to me. And Barrow's gloves, because they do have the best range bonus with the exception of Mercenary's gloves. And they also have good defense to go with them. Snakeskin boots, because, as I said before, if you can afford Ranger's boots or Glavian's boots, you don't really need to be at Aviansies. And they're very effective. And the Archer's Ring, because after the point that you can afford this gear, the Ring of Wealth is really just obsolete. So, now I'm going to show you how to get to God. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going to be showing you the inventory that you're going to need to go there, and then I'm going to show you how to get Scott. Okay guys, so for the inventory, you're going to want about 100 nature runes. I'm bringing 3k just because I'm cool like that. You're also going to need about 4 law runes. I'm bringing 720 more because once again, I'm cool like that. You can also bring a fire staff or a lava staff, effectively for the alking, and you're also going to want a super restore potion so you can restore your bunyip pouches. And what you do with the bunyips, you summon one right before you leave. I've already summoned mine, but that's okay because I'm not actually going to be staying there long. And you keep 2 in your inventory, and that's just if you want to stay for a while. It's about 3 hours of bunyips, and you can probably get a 10-hour stay out of that, so after about 3 hours, I'm going to assume that you would get bored and just be like, let's go bank my 1.5 mil I just made off this 3 hours, and then we can go back later. But, you never know. I've seen someone that stayed there for 20,000 kills. You're also going to want 20 Bones to Peaches tabs. Those will be very valuable once you run out of bunyips, then you run out of your salmon. And I bring about 10 salmon because I also pick up the runes that they drop and stuff like that, so I'm actually going to use that space later on. And I kill them fast enough that I can just throw bones in my inventory for Bones to Peaches. And that's just cheaper than eating salmon. Okay, so in a second I'm going to show you how to get there. Hey guys, alright, so now I'm going to show you how to actually get to God Wars. First you're going to want to wield your Lava Battle Staff, which you should have in your inventory, or your Fire Battle Staff, or Fire Staff, whatever you want to call it. Then you're going to use the Trollheim Teleport. Whenever you use your Trollheim Teleport, you'll come to a Summoning Obelisk, You'll want to recharge your prayer points on that, and then climb down this cliffside on the easternmost part of the layer that you're on. After climbing down that, you'll come across a little ramp right here, and then if you go north a little bit, you'll see another cliffside. You're going to climb down that as well. I'm about to get an agility level, would you look at that? Okay, now you're going to go down this ramp that's just a little southeast of there, and you're going to climb across these rocks. Okay, now, you have to be ready to pray range, or else these trolls up here will hit you pretty hard with their rocks. So just wait until you get about here, and go ahead and start praying ranged. Or don't, like I just did. Bad idea on my end. I actually thought I had clicked it. Guess not. Okay. And now when you go through here, you're going to want to be sure you have melee prayer on. If you don't, what the heck is going on with my prayer? There we go. Okay, if you don't, then these wolves will hit pretty high on you, and they do hit very fast. Okay, now if it's your first time, remember to bring a rope. I did not mention that in the beginning of the video, I'm sorry. But you're going to climb down the rope, and you will come into a room like this, where you just need to walk east as far as you can. I don't know that person, I'm not going to answer them. Alright, but once you get as far as you can east, you're going to reach a spot like this. When you get here, oh crap, there are a ton of bots, I always forget about these. But when you get here, to do gorak luring effectively, you're going to want to stand in this spot right here, and wait until one of these two Aviansies, or even this one over here that likes to attack, are being attacked by it. After you do that, you're going to focus your attacks on it, and you should be fine. As you can see, I just got a kill there, and I'm just gonna kill this Aviansie here. Okay, but for the more advanced setup, the one I'm wearing right now, the purple dragon setup, or the purple dinosaur setup as I like to call it, you just kind of stand in here and you kill as many Aviansies as you can. But you have to make sure that after you get the Aviansie to about half health, you ditch them, or else the bots will get kills that you don't want them to get. Alright, so that Aviansie is almost half health, so I'm going to attack that one. Get on that one. Okay, and make sure that you kill them to about half health every time. And whenever they get to half health, just ditch them and keep your eye on that Aviansie. And the kill should pop up. Like, see, I just got adamant type bars over here. And I'll run to get those in just a second after wow, I'm getting terrible hits for 99 ranged. I definitely didn't get that kill. Anyways, gorak luring. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to attack this guy right here. Run over here, make sure he's on you, and oh, just pray. Oh gosh, he's hitting me really hard. Just I hope he doesn't hit you too hard like he just did to me. And alright, see, now it's on that Aviansie. And then you're going to want to come in here and just start attacking it. Now, granted, with the amount of bots that are here right now, that is not the best tactic of doing it. I suggest just attempting to beat the bots like I tried to do. And it's actually very effective if you try to beat them. Because, you know, they are bots, they're not humans, they don't know when to do and why to do things, they just kind of go through the computer program. I guess they do know when to do them and why they're doing them, but they don't know when you're attacking their thing, and they don't know if they're going to get the kill or not. They also leave their rod-tip bolts on the ground, so you can pick those up too. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If this was helpful to you, if you need more, just please feel free to tell me. And thank you once again for watching. Good luck.